Hey, what's up guys? Lag here, and thank you for joining my channel again today for a Nioh 2 build video. Alright guys, today I'm sharing with you all my tonfa build that I currently am playing with in New Game Plus. I do intend to make this build a lot more better in the future, but for right now I'm rolling with the pieces that I currently have. So let's go ahead and start with the weapon I'm using, which of course is a tonfa. And the particular tonfa I'm using is the Vajra tonfa. The reason I like to use this tonfa is because it gives me that free lightning talent, which keeps me from having to use lightning talismans. And if you guys don't know exactly what lightning does, like I said earlier in the video, lightning acts like sloth, and I can't praise it enough in this game how good it is. It feels a lot better than it did in Nioh 1. So I look at lightning like a sloth talent to help, control yōkai a lot better, except the ones that are like Magutsu warriors and whatnot that are immune to it. But other than that though, man, lightning is so good. And also, if you guys didn't notice how much ki damage I was doing, well, it's a lot in part to what I have on my tonfas as well. And as you can see here, besides the damage bonus of familiarity, I'm using a lot of break. And the tonfas I currently have right now has approximately 90 break. So let me show you something else that they did different to break this time. Not this one, but this one. Now in the last Nioh, if you guys didn't recall, or if you do recall what break that, break only increased your chances of getting the break, especially against human opponents. But what it does now is it increases the amount of ki damage you're dealing specifically against human or revenant style opponents. It doesn't necessarily work for yōkai, but I love this because, man, that's how I felt like I was chopping those revenants down so fast. All right, and also I've added a little bit of extra melee ki damage. And as far as the ki damage goes, guys, you can do two variations of this build if you would like to try it out. I am using, let me stop for a moment and go to my guardian to show you what I'm talking about. If you would like to do a lot more ki damage than I'm currently doing, that's why I have Masuru, which I use as my first guardian spirit, and that is in part to the increased attack that I get from when I absorb Enrita. And my secondary is Uhume. And if you decided to use Uhume as your primary, if you look right there in the middle where it says anima bonus, you would get 20% extra ki damage. And the amount of ki damage you would be doing is even more insane. And if I decide I just want to play like that, I can always just switch it up, so that's why I have Uhume as my secondary. And also the secondary talent is, as I pick up gold when I'm killing enemies, I'm increasing the amount of anima that I'm gaining as well. Alright, so let's go back to my gear pieces now. For your second weapon, I would rather you guys use a pure weapon or a corrupted weapon. Those two specific elements seem to be superior in the game at the moment. With the way I have my build set up, I don't necessarily need this particular switchglaive. I think what I will do is I'll go ahead and use a corrupted weapon, so I can have that as my backup for humans and revenants and such. But either way though, it's good enough for right now. Your not residential, your rifles or your ranged weapons, it don't matter if you want to have two bows or anything like that. It's your choice. Now for my mask, I'm using this Inura mask because you get a little bit extra ki on this mask. You could use all of Yamabushi if you wanted to, and I'll show you why I'm using Yamabushi in a moment. But that's the main reason I'm using the Inura mask, is because of the ki mainly. But there's nothing really specific or special about this mask I'm using. If you decided you wanted to play around with something else, you could use that for the mask if you wanted to. But now let's get into the real reason I'm using the Yamabushi. Yamabushi, as you can see right there up top, it gives you strong attack ki damage. Now if you guys don't know how strong attacks work in Nioh, you can be in any stance to perform a strong attack. And what differentiates a strong attack is the triangle button, of course. And a particular move that I do a lot of when I'm playing with tonfas it's called the Heavenly Chain. And even though it's a really fast hitting move, that's considered a strong attack. So when you're quote unquote performing a strong attack, like I just stated with the Heavenly Chain, there you go. Alright. And I have Untouched Omnio magic to help me gain some of my magic back, you know, or to not use it, to increase the percentage of not using it. And as you can see, one new thing I noticed that they did in Nioh 2 is you can roll attack on your chest piece. And as you can see, I didn't actually roll this chest piece at all. It came like this. And it came with increased attack and defense tonfa. I didn't roll this chest piece at all. And for my gloves, these could be a little bit better. I didn't really mess with these gloves neither, except I was trying to get Omnio Untouched magic on the gloves, and I ended up running out of money earlier, so I just left it as is right now. And as you can see, you get more strong attack key damage as well. So, you know, you can see clearly where I'm going with this, guys. For Yamabushi, on each piece, you're getting extra strong attack key damage. It might be going overboard because the tonfas do a lot of break, or, you know, they have good break anyway. I don't want to say they do a lot of break, but they have good break anyway. But, you know, as you can see, I'm trying to just synergize more key damage into my tonfas with wearing these pieces. Seems to be decent so far, you know. But the pieces that I'm currently looking for in Divines, I'll keep farming and I'll eventually get those, and then I'll do another tonfa build for that as well. And for my boots, I'm using, you know, like I said, Yamabushi again with more stronger attack key damage. And the rolls on here could be better, but you know, it is what it is for right now. Now, as far as lightning goes, guys, like I was stating to you earlier, by me using the Vajra tonfa, and it comes with lightning, I went ahead and if you guys don't know, you can roll your charms. So please, guys, don't forget that you can roll your charms. You can get those god rolls now. It's a thing. So I went ahead and I put shock accumulation on my charms. I'm using proficiency. I actually rolled that too because I'm trying to hurry up and build up certain weapons, and you know, in order to unlock certain skills and whatnot, you need to have proficiency. So I just added a little bit of proficiency, and I have Untouched Omnio on here as well. I rolled with some extra key. And as is on my secondary charm, again, shock accumulation, some extra key, and I rolled all these, so yep. And as far as my charms go, guys, oh, hey, I'm sorry, I almost forgot one thing, guys. Let me go back for a moment. If you are currently wondering, or, you know, don't know how to get this particular gear, the Yamabushi, it's quite easy to get. You can actually craft this fairly early in the game. So just make sure you go to your forge, look for Yamabushi, and you can make this stuff. That's what I did. I made it all. So, alright. So going to my magic, guys, and my items I'm using elixir. I'm using a protection talisman, which if you don't know what this actually is good for negating damage for a certain amount of time while it's up. And I've been doing some testing around for the last 3 hours or so, and it seems the higher your magic is, the stronger this is. I could be wrong, but that's what it seems to me. And for my second row of items, I'm liking to use the steel talisman. I use extraction due to the fact that I'm using increased attack for Amrita absorption with my Masaru Guardian. So as long as extraction is up and you're hitting something, Amrita is constantly coming to you, thus you're constantly keeping up your damage. This right here, this ninjutsu item, this is not really important to use. You can use this if you like, but I've been testing this out on a couple of humans and revenants, and this seems to cause them to like lose their ability to track you. Not a lot, but I'm still playing around with it. I still want to check it out. But you know, you don't have to have blinding shell here. You can choose, you can choose something else. But I'm actually playing with this, you know, trying to figure it out. Now, shockwave, guys. This right here is godly on tonfas. If you know anything about tonfas, including the demon dance, if you know how to demon dance really good and this talisman is up, what this does is anytime you're around enemies such as humans, let's say you're getting gained up on a couple of humans and you demon dance with this up, it staggers them. So if you were constantly, let's just say if you were in front of a human the entire time, you're going to stagger them the entire time you're demon dancing. And it's so funny to look at because I don't recall this working like this in Nioh 1. In Nioh 1, it just, you know, hits them and they keep coming. But in Nioh 2, it staggers them. So it's almost like a defensive mechanism to allow you to get away if you need to, when you demon dance, if you need to back off or, you know, just, you know, whatever, come in or whatever. Alright, and that's it for my items, guys. So let's go ahead and go to my actual cores I'm using on my Guardian Spirit. Now, take note, guys, in the middle. I've actually had a couple people on my stream that I play with sometimes and they hang out with me ask me why do I move so fast, and it's due to Kasha. Now, Kasha, guys, I don't know if you know, but she has a talent on her core that allows you to move fast while you're absorbing Enrita. It's a permanent bonus on her core. I really like it because my agility is already at A, so it makes me move even more faster. As long as I'm constantly absorbing Enrita, thus using, like I said earlier, the extraction talisman, I'm constantly just moving quick, very quick, you know. It may be unnecessary, but I like it. I like to play like that, you know, so it works for me. And for your other two cores, I like using the umbrella, actually. I like that a lot because with paralysis, especially if you have a lot of paralysis build up, that works pretty instant. So, but I still have it on here because I just was testing some other stuff for a Ninjutsu build I'm currently working on as well. So, and for your first core, it doesn't necessarily have to be like mine, but you know, this is just personal preference for me right now as to why I'm using these cores. But if you want to move really fast, I do recommend you using Kasha. Okay. And again, like I said earlier, when I was stating about Guardian Spirits, you just want to use, you know, if you really want to go hard with key damage, like super hard, yeah, use your Yuhime. And there you go. You're going to do a lot more key damage, even more. It's pretty much unnecessary to, you know. So, well, alright, guys. I guess I'll go ahead and let you go now. I just wanted to basically share with you guys my first New Game Plus tonfa build for Nioh 2. And again, I'm saying, I'm still farming up a lot, trying to get other pieces. You know, got a lot of build ideas in my mind that I want to share with you guys. You know, I really love this game, man. I'm a huge Nioh fan, so. But other than that, though, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go, man. And you know, if you have any suggestions or anything like that, you know, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. You know, and check your boy out if you want to hang out on some live streams or co-op with me or whatever. And that's about all. But other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, guys. And you guys be safe out there. It's truly a sad time in America right now. You know, of course, everybody knows what I'm talking about. I hope you do anyway. But anyway, you guys be safe, and I'll catch y'all the next time.